Welcome to another episode of the Gridiron Capitol Hill podcast. I am your host, William.
I'm your co-host, Bryce. What's that?
I just fucked up the intro. That's why he's laughing. Got a good show for y'all today. Today's show is all politics. We had so let me explain. We had an episode recorded for last week. In the midst of us recording our episode, Micah Parsons decided to ask for a trade, completely nuked the show. We instantly stopped talking about politics, was talking about that. So two things is going to happen. By the time I'm done editing, this is how it's going to go. Either this will be a standalone episode, and the episode last week that we recorded will be released as like bonus clips and whatnot. Or it will be combined into this episode. It all depends how I'm feeling. But how you doing today, Bryce?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Been keeping up with the training camps and stuff like that. You know, that's the big news right now. Besides that, nothing. Been good.
Okay. So I got a question for you. I know you don't care about this man. Okay. Do you think, and this is a good question, do you think the Browns are setting up Shedeur to fail?
No. And here's why. Well, first off, I don't know if you noticed, but they had joint practice against us today. Mm-hmm. So I kind of got this. Couldn't have fans there because we have construction, but there's a lot of reports and stuff like that. She doesn't really do. He didn't throw no touchdown pass or anything like that. Like he you know. I remember I was supposed to screenshot the stats or whatever, but he did a little. Mm-hmm. He didn't really do much. I think Flacco threw one touchdown. Pickett threw one touchdown. Our offense was working them pretty bad today, actually. So that was pretty good. I think Bryce threw like 5 touchdowns in just team, 11 on 11. So that was pretty good. But do I think they're setting up to fail? I feel like people feel like these organizations take things a little more personal, like we would take them. Like I don't care for Shedeur, but I don't dislike him. Let's say someone who does dislike him. Someone who does dislike him wants him to fail, regardless of whether they want the win or not. But I think these teams.
I'm gonna have you stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there, just real quick. Go ahead. I'm gonna pick up my mic. Turn up my mic a little bit. The owner came out and said, I didn't want this nigga. So you don't think the owner is trying to set this man up to fail by having not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 quarterbacks on said roster right now? They just signed Tyler Huntley. Do you think they want this man to succeed? And mind you, Dylan Gabriel been having a shit camp between him and Tyler Shaw. You're making Shedeur looking a lot much better. They said, remember I told you, Tyler Shaw, that nigga's garbage. He ain't going to start. It's going to be Spencer Rattler. And guess what's coming out of training camp? Look like the number 1 QB for the Saints will be Spencer Rattler. Good. Tyler is ass. Dylan Gabriel is not living up to that 3rd round pick that he was picked at.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is all teams' number 1 goal at the end of the day? To win.
So you telling me they can't win with Shedeur?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying they don't. I don't think these NFL teams are. I think these teams are not gonna. If these teams pick people like Mike Green, the Browns got Deshaun Watson. If you don't think they pick guys like that with a legitimate character, like flaws, things on their record that cannot go away. If they pick those guys up to help them win, why would they? Shedeur being cocky is nothing compared to that. That's why I say I don't think that they're doing this out of spite.
Now we are both black men. Yes. You know, and I know that white people do not like overly confident black people.
What do they hate more? What do they hate more than overly confident black people? A black criminal.
I think it's more of a dealing with at this point. They rather deal with a criminal than an overconfident black person who is talented in their abilities.
Yeah,
And
but
that just sticking facts.
yeah, but I do.
This nigga. Oh no, this nigga got confidence. Get him the fuck up out of here.
Nah, I don't think the Browns are risk, especially because like, all right, if we talk about any other team, it's a little different. But the Browns specifically, like they made a huge, like probably the worst trade in NFL history. They
Yeah, now
paid the
looking back
most
at
money,
it, yeah, like
so
now looking back at it, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think they wanna turn the ship around more than anything. I don't think they necessarily give a fuck about the Shedeur shit that comes with them. I think they just want to win at the end of the day. Like,
Okay.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that him being fourth string is just a formality right now, just because like they're just doing it the same, or they're basically doing, every team's doing this too. It's the same order where the people were drafted for
Not our
quarterback.
depth chart. Not our depth chart. You know what
Well,
our
that
depth
yours
chart
is
says when
different.
it comes to quarterback? You know what our depth chart says when it
Both
comes
of
to
them
quarterback?
says both
Yeah.
of them.
We have to both of them. Either or.
Yours
It's
is
either
different.
or.
Yours is an outlier. You have a legit like you have a QB, like a really like the Browns have a real QB competition, but not necessarily. Y'all have a real QB competition.
Yeah. Ours
That's
is
because
either
y'all
or.
ready to win now. Y'all ready to actually win now. So
Yeah. But like I said, it doesn't. Okay, the man has been performing well in practice. We've only been hearing good things about Shedeur, right? And I don't
you don't
think
find
that's
that
on
kind of
purpose.
odd.
No, and the reason why I don't find that kind of odd is because if they was think about it, when it comes to the media and Shedeur, what do you think if this nigga was performing terribly? They will be saying that out loud as they can be, especially the Cleveland beat writers that may not like Shedeur or beat writers. Period. Other than that, we haven't been hearing things. You know, we've been hearing who we've been hearing bad about. This Kenny Pickett garbage. We already been known this though. We see him with the Eagles offense. He can't do shit.
Yeah.
So he's a non-factor.
I mean,
Dylan Gabriel, like with Dylan Gabriel, they let that man run with the ones, right? The motherfuckers was 3-for-11. What the fuck I'm supposed to do with that? Can he? I think he just maybe thrown 2 touchdowns the entire camp. Team, dose.
who should they're going to get to? I'm just asking. Hey, we gonna see Friday. Hey, we gonna have to do an episode Friday after the game. I'm watching.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my team. We're gonna have to do an episode.
But I do find it odd. Hey, you got 4 quarterbacks on staff. Now, mind you, let's look at all 4 quarterbacks one by one. You have a 40-year-old man. You have a 40-year-old man. Mm-hmm. You have a first-round bust in Kenny Pickett. Mm-hmm. You have a third-round pick that you are trying to. How would I put this?
You want him to be the guy because of his draft position.
So they're trying to convince the public, hey, this is really our guy. And then you have Shedeur, who's like, yeah, we really got him as a pet project to see how he turns out. But in actuality, we know Dylan Gabriel is hot fucking garbage slightly. So we're hoping one of these two pan out. Okay, this is what this is. Because you're not gonna tell. Because I know if Anthony Richardson was performing bad, all right, they get this shit started. Either trade for a quarterback or you start Daniel Jones and we suck for the year. And I'm okay with that. I told you, hey, I will sit in my wallow about my team being bad. Okay.
Yeah.
And then mind you, then a report came out too with the Browns. Oh, we may trade a quarterback. Who the fuck are you going to trade? Nobody gonna want Joe Flacco. Let's be honest. He's 40. Nobody wants him. Kenny Pickett, we seen what the fuck you can do. Keep him. So the last 2 options are Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders. And I guarantee you, if the owner see the opportunity to trade Shedeur, he's gonna say trade him.
I got the stats for you right now for the training camp.
Okay.
Joint practice.
Go ahead.
So joint practice against my Carolina Panthers. Flacco, 8 out of 13, no touchdown, no interceptions. Sanders, 4 for 7, no touchdowns. Pickett, 5 for 7, 2 touchdowns. Gabriel, 7 for 8, 1 touchdown. Huntley, 5 for 2, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
You said 5 for 2 or 2 for 5?
2 for 5.
Huntley, 2 for 5. Now I do have a question, and here's why I'm saying I'm taking a grain of salt when it comes to these joint practices. With our quarterback, I know with the Colts, they was practicing different things with said team. So, like, for instance, Anthony Richardson, he got a lot of intermediate shit in the between game. He got a lot of the middle passing game, your slants, your crosses, your outs, your deep ends. I mean, he just had a 40-yard bomb the other day. Other than that, it's a lot of the medium shit. Now, Daniel Jones got a lot of like, hey, you can take more deep shots type of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I need to see what they had Shedeur working on. They make him go 4 for 7. And what type of play calls was they getting?
I mean, we're gonna see it Friday. Like Friday's gonna be a full game. We're gonna see him get sacked. Probably, like, he's probably more likely gonna get sacked. But like, we'll get to see not even get sacked necessarily, but like the fear of him getting sacked. Like it can, there, you know. So we're gonna see how he does.
And the reason why ownership is setting him up the field, because I've seen this story before. A player on a team that the owner didn't want, or somebody in upper management. You know who I'm thinking of? Malik Willis. The GM wanted Malik Willis. Excuse me. The GM wanted Malik Willis, not Vrabel. And he made that shit known. I don't like this little nigga running around with the football. He needs to throw. And his career there did not pan out, and he got traded. So I know when somebody up management do not want you, oh nigga, they gonna try their damnedest to make you know, nigga, I don't want you, I want you gone.
We gonna see, because I'm telling you right now, Will, if Friday, if that nigga looks bad, I swear to God, I'm coming on here, and I'm gonna look you dead in your eyes, and I'm gonna say, damn, Will, what happened?
Who they playing against? They playing against y'all?
Yeah.
Are y'all playing y'all ones?
Yes. You're playing our ones.
Question: How long y'all ones playing for?
Probably 2-6. Probably. I don't know about defense. Offense is like 8 something, 8, 9 or 10 plays. So maybe a drive. Defense might be a drive too.
Okay, so I'll say we gonna judge it on how he looked against the
second time. The set with the twos, because I don't think Judy's playing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Judy's playing or not. Like we're no. Friday.
We're gonna judge it. If he runs into the ones, I would say let's judge him off for that, because obviously if he's starting quarterback, you want to judge him based on the best looking defense out there, the best players on defense. Yeah. But at the same time, we probably need to judge the game as a whole and see what happens. I think Shedeur will be fine. I don't think they're gonna they ain't gonna throw nothing at him too crazy, in my opinion. In terms of offense, and never any preseason game, very vanilla shit. But all right, y'all. Now we got that out the way.
So you're going to that Friday, right? You want to do it on Friday?
Yeah,
after
we can.
The game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's get into today's episode officially. Now we were talking about two main things. Last week, Kamala said that she's not running for office. anytime soon. She's going to go out and talk to people without asking for people for their votes. And she got a new book coming out, 107 Days. Can't wait for that. That's a first day buy. And the second thing we're talking about is talking about Republicans trying to steal the House. So, which one you want to tackle first? You want to tackle Kamala saying that she's not going to run?
Yeah, let's do Kamala.
Okay, so
Been a minute since we talked about it. So
she came out on TikTok with a little trend when you whisper, like the wind is whispering. Because I guess she has been hearing people say like, "Oh, she's hasn't been doing anything. She just went back to her private life. She's abandoning us in this fight against Trump." And she came out and said, "Yeah, no, I didn't. I just been writing a book. I took pretty much taking time out for herself. She deserves it."
Yeah.
All the hell that she went
through. Milk the spotlight while you got it. Shit.
Yeah.
Come on with a fucking book. I don't blame you.
Well, that's a good ass book to get though, in my opinion. Because I think she's really gonna go into detail about what happened within this 107 days. Because there's a lot that we got little tidbits, but we haven't got the nitty gritty. And I think it's good that we're getting the nitty gritty from her, hopefully.
I just wonder how much nitty gritty she's gonna, because I'm obviously I don't know if she's gonna talk too much about the infighting. I mean, I would like for her to, but
Well, I would say this. During that interview, she brings up her husband, Doug. And she basically goes, "Hey, Doug kind of dropped the ball a little bit on her birthday." So I think this is gonna be a doozy of a book. If she's willing to spell, "Hey, my husband fucked up while I'm on a campaign during my birthday."
What did he do?
She never said, but she was like, "You got to get the book." It's one of the things like, you got to get the book. Oh, cute little upselling. I like that. But other than that, I'm really, really excited for the book. Now, she did come out and say that she was thinking about running for California governor. She decided against it. She says right now the system is broken and I don't feel comfortable. I'm not trying to put words in the mouth. But I feel like she's not comfortable in what's the naming, in running in a broken system, because she told the story of like she had to, really basically defend herself from her family of like, "Hey, why you want to be a prosecutor?" type shit. And she had always felt like, and I think a lot of people feel like, you got to get in the system to fix the system. And so she was expressing that to a boy on CBS, Stephen Colbert. And I found it interesting that she finally says the system is broken, because it is. But do she know where it's broken at and why is it broken? It is multiple like ways you can go about talking about the system being broken, whether it's all the money flooding into politics, the people who have a tribalist mindset when it comes to politics. You got people who are forever changing their goalposts in terms of, "I'll vote for you if you do this," or "If you don't do exactly what I want, I'm not going to vote for you," type of thing. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I feel like in terms of the how you describe the voting, how she described it as a what?
Like she said, like it's a broken wheel, pretty much. You ever seen Game of Thrones? It's a broken system.
Yeah.
So like I said, like, how do you feel about that?
Okay. Well, I thought you used a word to describe how people are like how you said that how they're describing, they use it to describe how people are like changing their voting, how they're making it to
they move the goalposts.
Yeah, okay. So when it comes to that, like I feel like and it's real similar to just like how like conspiracy theorists moves and start to move,
Yeah,
creep its way into politics, right? Like you have more of these extreme ideologies, and yeah, it kind of it low key. I'd say you could really see it whenever Obama first started running, right? Because
yeah.
you had the
Oh,
Obamas, you had the
he wasn't born here.
Muslim. He was
Yeah,
born here, right? And then slowly but surely, conspiracy theories started to go, and then you had people that believe these conspiracy theories heavy because getting into actual offices and like and pulling in those people that think like them, and when it comes to people, I guess you could say strong arming your politicians to vote to push their agendas. um
yeah,
it's gotten real bad because like there's no more like what's important for the masses. Now it's what's important for the few, you know.
yeah. I will say, I hope she talks about Nancy Pelosi in this book because
I don't know if
for
she's gonna do
what
that.
no. So for what I've been hearing from other people who are from the state of California, Nancy Pelosi never wanted her to be in office in any regard in the state of California or get the vice presidency. Like
Mm.
they was the ones that was pushing for Kamala to be replaced as VP. And so that's why you kind of and I wish we would have got to the Hunter Biden fucking interview because he was dropping fucking gems in that interview. I'm like, hey, Hunter Biden is a cool ass nigga. He just smokes crack.
Yeah.
He just
He's a
smokes
cool
crack.
ass nigga. He
That's
just
he
smokes crack.
smokes crack. But
Hey man,
other than
hey
that,
man, the best people in the world smoke crack, man. Yeah, I know some of the coolest people I know crack is, man. You got some crazy stories.
but like I said, I wish we would have got to the Hunter Biden interview because he talked about for 3 hours and he talked about like how Nancy Pelosi pulling strings behind the scenes of trying to get shit done. That's why we got that weirdness when it came to Obama. Pelosi was like, "Yeah, open convention," and Joe Biden said, fuck you for kicking me out. Kamala, you up." And they seen, and the reason why I think they stuck with Kamala, number one, they had no fucking choice. They saw how black women mobilized for her. You can't, you can't put anybody else up because it's going to look bad. Semantics is everything. Oh, you're denying a black woman a chance to run for the office. She's been in the office for 4 fucking years. You can't deny her. Because I was listening to Roland Martin, what was it, last week, and he was talking about how he was talking to somebody that's a poster for, I forget the organization name. I gotta find the video and send it to you. But pretty much the numbers are down for Democrats in terms of black women and the elders. Those are two voting demographics you do not want to piss off in the Democratic Party. If
Yeah.
you can't get them to come out to come volunteer and vote, good fucking luck. Good luck. Um. So with that being said, I hope she does travel the country, talk to people, see what she can learn, and I hope that she runs in 2028. I think she deserves an actual full entire campaign to run an effective campaign, not one that just put together in the moment or she's running somebody else's playbook like we heard
Yeah.
that she was running basically Joe Biden presidential run playbook. Let's see if she can, they create one specifically for her, how she want to run it. Because we saw a little tidbits of it during the doing her run, her 107 days. The one thing I always said, man, when she get on these podcasts, she is so natural. It's not manufactured.
Yeah.
It seems like she's not talking like a politician. She's talking like a regular person. But in these debates, in these in these like big interviews, like 60 Minutes. Feel very doctor, very politician like, very devoid of somewhat of human motion. Like she's just reading the word off a page. But if I go to her Call Her Daddy interview, my God, she sounds like a regular ass person. I know, crazy ass name for a podcast. Shout out to Alex.
I like that podcast. It's
Alex
pretty
Earl.
cool. It's a pretty cool podcast. I know that podcast.
Yeah. shout out to Alex Earl. And I forgot, she did one with either Gayle King or Oprah. And it was like, oh, she could be a regular fucking human person. Even during the debate stage, which she was almost,
yeah,
she almost called Trump a stupid motherfucker on stage, or about to cuss. Like we wanted. I think the people a lot of people wanted to see a lot more from her, a lot of emotion like that. Now, obviously, we know certain people, certain demographics of people, especially on the side of the aisle. Oh, she's not doing enough. She's not doing enough when it comes to Palestine. You guys are idiots. I mean, you just take a step back. You know why she got to play the middle. Once again, I'm going to reiterate to the people. Pat got rid of 2 black House of Representative members. You don't think they are willing to get rid of a presidential candidate that do not have their best interests at heart?
Yeah, speak.
You don't think they will flip to Trump?
Hell yeah. Yeah, so man, like when it comes to non-domestic affairs, whenever if you want change overseas, you got first, especially during an election year, you have to play the middle ground. Whether you're extremely on one side but extremely on the other side, you got to play the middle ground. You got to play the right card, the cards to not make OPEC sting your ass before you even start, right? You got to play the middle, because if you don't, man, you ain't gonna win. It's not gonna happen.
Or do what Trump did. Fucking lie.
Yeah.
You see how he bamboozled a lot of you niggas, and now a lot of y'all
turn that place to a parking lot.
Trump tricks me.
Yeah. That nigga took it down to a parking lot, cause that's a tourist site.
And then on TikTok, I know you're not on a lot of TikTok, on like political TikTok or whatnot. But now they talk about accountability archives and shit. What the fuck are you guys talking about? You the motherfuckers who are avoiding all type of accountability in your action of not wanting to vote for Kamala. What are we doing here? Some of you motherfuckers decided to vote for a woman that didn't know how many House of Representatives it is. Where the fuck we do that at? You got people now bragging online, oh, Israel. America. Yeah. Now you got the people talking about, Israel, man, they scared of my propaganda. They scared of my campaigning. But you were just saying a few weeks ago that you had no effect on the election, but you got an effect across the fucking sea? Listen here, you super-minded bitch. I'm going to need you to get it together and stop fucking talking or get the fucking line.
Yeah, and I get it. Like a lot of people be feeling real passionate about foreign politics. The part of politics I specifically know the most about is foreign policy. Like I know more about foreign policy than domestic affairs. So, and I'm very passionate about it too. But like Will said, I know when it's time to shut the fuck up. And just they may not say. They may not say, okay, we're gonna try to make Palestine a state. They may not say that, but they don't have to say that on the bright stage and the bright lights during the election. You ain't gotta say that now. Say it afterwards. Because I'm okay with waiting for you to say it afterwards.
And like I always point to, right? It's a scene during Scandal. Eli Pope is talking to Elias, right? And he basically tells him, shut the fuck up, make white people forget that you're black, When you get in that White House, that's when you start talking the shit that you want to talk. But until then, you shut the fuck up and you do as I say. You do as you told to do to get into office. You're gonna be our first black president. And that's how something you gotta play it. You gotta shut the fuck up sometimes. You see Republicans, hey, you see all the Republicans that have criticized Trump over the years. They know when to shut the fuck up.
Oh, when it's time for election time, they fall in line. Yeah, they fall in fucking line. Yeah, they complain it now. Like a lot of them are complaining now, but like, hey, during the election, they fell in line, like you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you can't criticize, and that's another thing too. People saying like, "Oh, we couldn't criticize Kamala." You can, but you ain't supposed to be hitting her with try to hit her with motherfucking nukes. What are you doing?
Yeah, or hit her with shit that'll make somebody make a deciding voter choose to not vote for her or vote at all. You know?
Like bro, like y'all, like quite literally, like on our side of the aisle, bro, y'all was trying to hit her with nukes. y'all hitting her with them supersonic missiles.
Like
Iran got.
Like, oh, she didn't have oh, like Iran got. Y'all was like, man, she's not giving a real opinion on Israel and Gaza and Palestine. Yeah, she can't. She can't say what she really feels yet. She gotta say the politically correct answer from America's point of view.
And also, I like to once again point out, y'all wanted her to shit on her boss, which was Joe Biden. Biden, who allowed her to have that opportunity to run that 107 days. Do you really think that she was mentally ready to shit on her said boss? She still had to go back at some point and see that man face to face.
Hell yeah. That nigga still was the president, cuz.
That nigga was still the president. I don't know where. Maybe it's y'all. Maybe y'all out there. Y'all go out there and go shit on your fucking boss to his face in front of millions of fucking people. I guess that's a you thing. Okay, whatever. But she's not like that. She's not gonna shit on the person that opened the door for her.
Also, that's why your black ass not in politics. That's why your black ass not in politics. See, people think that you can just shit on it. See, look, and here's the thing. There's a sad reality of the truth. Because some of her views are she's nowhere near as conservative as Joe. So whenever it comes time to her running again, will she hopefully, God forgive me, hopefully he's not alive at this time. It'd make it a lot easier. But is she going to have to
stand on her own, stand on her twos about
and also kind of shit on him? Yeah, a little, because they're gonna connect what he believes and what she believes. They're gonna connect it because she was his VP. You know, however,
because I do think people forget she has said, hey, that, or was it Joe? I think it was Joe. He was like, yeah. One of the two was like, yeah, we have had intense like arguments about certain issues in the White House. We always didn't completely agree on everything. And I think people were just thinking like Kamala was there for a while. You think a black woman from Cali is just going on wrong for the fucking ride? Boy, I got some ice cold beach property in goddamn Alaska to sell you.
Yeah.
That shit's not flying. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like people gotta understand, man. Like, hey, listen, y'all wanted her to sit there. I feel like people wanted her to sit there and separate herself, but that's not how you win. Like, not as a black person, not as a minority. That's not how you don't win necessarily by separating yourself.
Yeah, the rules is completely different when it
comes. Yeah, she's a woman too, so she can't.
A woman.
Yeah, she can't get too emotional. Like, she can't make an emotional argument because you have niggas saying, "Oh no, a woman can't lead." Yeah, and she also at the same time can't be too devoid of emotion because then people go think she's a puppet. So
it just, I don't know, like that whole election season was like, damn, like I get having criticisms. Like I have my criticisms of fucking Joe, but goddamn, some of these criticisms either wasn't like all the facts wasn't there, or some of this shit was just like, it does this really need to be said right now? Like somebody was criticizing her that she was saying like, you know, we cooked so many greens, we put them in a tub, and a black girl got online criticizing her. I was like, you never fucking exaggerated in a day in your life about some shit. She's exaggerating. Yeah, of course nobody cleaning fucking greens in the tub. Like everybody got common sense, but she just exaggerated. Like that's the whole entire fucking point. Y'all say that this woman is black, but the way I look at her, the way that she lives her life, the way that she fucking moves, that's a black woman. It may not be a type of black that you subscribe to, but she's a black woman. She's not carrying around hot sauce in her bag like fucking Hillary Clinton was trying to appease the black vote. Y'all forget about that? For a while, that was a fucking meme.
And that was okay though. It was a white woman trying to be black. Kamala is a black woman that is just, I don't know. This is stupid. It's stupid. That's stupid. I ain't want to talk about it.
But for real though, Kamala can't wait for the fucking book. The Gridiron, the Capitol Hill podcast, we will need you to sing too, even though you don't know us, but we would like to get the book for free. Maybe a little bit early. Please. So
please,
we can do a
baby girl.
All right, let's get into the real business. Now, for the people out there, we're gonna be talking about gerrymandering in 2 states, Missouri and Texas. Now, we're going to give you the definition of gerrymandering and packing. So let me pull up my notes. Okay. The definition of gerrymandering reads as this: manipulate the boundaries of an electoral constituency so as to favor one party or class. Okay. Packing. Packing is, in the context of gerrymandering, is a strategy used to manipulate electoral district boundaries to concentrate the population of a specific community or constituency, often voted with similar characteristics or political affiliations, into a small number of districts. This is done to reduce the influence of that group in other districts where their voting strength is diluted or minimized. Okay. So that's what the Republicans are trying to do. Right now, they are trying to gain, in my count, estimation, 6 seats so they can keep control of the House. Now, will they get all 6? Who knows? But they are effectively targeting Missouri, in the 5th district, where I live at in Kansas City. Emmanuel Cleaver, he's over the 5th district. And Texas, they are going after 5. They are going after 5. And they already redrawn the maps. They kicked out Jasmine Crockett out of her district and 2 other representatives as well. But it was in districts that Trump kind of performed well in. So they drew them in a way that, like, hey, you're probably going to lose next election this time around. Now, here's the thing. The current split of the House of Representatives is 219 to 212. Super slim majority, because they're not including non-voters and the people in the House that cannot vote or independents. So even though it's +7, you got to think about the independents that also vote. I think it's 1. It's 1 to 2. Also, 3 people died also in the House of Representatives this year, which is fucking nuts. Now let's start with Texas. The Texas is a real interesting case. And I ain't gonna lie, Texas, y'all pissing me off. Y'all telling me y'all 60% minority and y'all can't get rid of the funky Republicans? They've been serving down there for 30 years. Y'all can't get rid of these niggas? Okay, let me read off some stats. Texas has around about 18.2 million eligible voters that are registered currently. That's the number. Okay? In Texas, they have the highest black voting population. So they have 2.9 million registered black folks. 8 states make up 52% of the black voting population. Georgia and Florida have 2.6 million each. Rounding out the top 8 is New York, California, North Carolina, Maryland, and Illinois. Now, here's why I say Texas pisses me off. Hispanics make up 40% of the entire population. While non-Hispanics make up 39.8%, while Asian Americans make up 6%. And I think African Americans are 13% of the population in Texas. However, 61% of the voting electorate in Texas is fucking white. That is a fucking problem. So you telling me a whole bunch of white folks are out voting y'all? That's concerning.
I'll say this because Texas is a part of the South. The South, but I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is, but like, except for Georgia doesn't count in this. But for some reason, voting when it comes to minorities is very how can I say it's not really something. It's not really something.
A priority.
It's not really a priority. Niggas be wanting to survive. The niggas don't be worried about voting in the South.
But here's the thing, though. You would think after a while, right? After all, especially these last 6 years, bro, y'all state senators, representatives, governors, motherfucking actual federal senator will get the fuck up and leave the state of Texas while you niggas are dying and freezing because your power grid is shit.
Niggas going on vacation to the Bahamas and shit.
Now, it could also be a problem of the Democrats, the party as a whole, not putting enough money in Texas.
Yep.
And that could also be a problem as well. And I want to get into that. I'm gonna start doing more research on that. Of like, hey, why are these southern states? We have all these black voters. We can't fucking win. And I understand. Hey, some of us are being packed in air. Like they're getting packed in air where they can't have an actual effect. But at the same fucking time, y'all telling me y'all can't come outside and fucking vote. We know this country is going to shit. And you feeling it too. But you still won't get up and go vote? Now, this could be a little bit mean. Now, if I offer a pair of Jordans, will y'all wait in line to go vote?
Shit, you don't want me to answer that question.
I'll get y'all some breads.
Yeah. give them give them a 3.5 and some J's. They'll definitely do it.
Like, because I didn't know Texas was that diverse.
Yeah,
first of all, diverse. Having Texas mind you, 6% in terms of the Asian population, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of high in my opinion.
6% is pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high. I was like 6%, because I was thinking like, okay, maybe like 2. All right, black people probably make up 20% of the population. They make up 13. Actually,
what are Asians?
What are Asians?
White people.
Okay,
they act white. Like they're very. They're the
what I would say this: they are the model minority. So white people use them to facilitate their agenda. Because I remembering a case doing sociology when I was in my undergrad and I was at my community college. There was actually a white a court case. I think went all the way to the Supreme Court of a Asian man arguing that he is white, and white people kind of had to move the goal. No, and mind you, low-key, he had an argument, but white people were able to move the goalposts and said, "Nah, you're a person of color. You're not from Europe. You're not white." So they moved the goalposts of whiteness. So white people are willing to do that. But like I said, white people use Asian people a lot of times to push white supremacy upon other minorities. Because we've seen it just with them getting rid of affirmative action, right?
Yeah.
There was no need. From the way that I hear it, the way that I read it, the way that I understand it, hey, Asian people, it seemed like you was the ones that was getting spots that y'all really didn't fucking deserve because y'all numbers are dipping in enrollment. Y'all not getting into these prestigious universities like I thought y'all was. The numbers is different, and the black people numbers are staying the same. And I shouldn't laugh, but you played yourself. But I really do think it's a what's the name thing. It's about getting people together and coming together for one cause, and it's not just hey you hold a rally whatever. I'm talking about talking to your family members. Talk about like who's inside your house. And I know I talk to people inside my house about politics, and my grandma does too. But I be getting on my mom about that shit. Cause sometimes she be talking about, oh, voting don't matter. Really. Stop yapping. Go vote. You know shit is fucked up. Go vote. I had to go make a vote this last election. Love you, Mom. But I'm not finna sit up here hear you complain about shit about how the world works and how the United States is all fucked up, but you didn't go vote. Go do your civic duty, at least, please.
Yeah.
If you need understanding about something, fucking ask. I don't mind telling you, or I don't mind, doing the research with you. Now, currently, Texas is broken up into 38 congressional districts, split up 25 to 13. So 25 Republican, 13 Democrats. However, the proposed map would now have it 30 to 8. Trump said, now here's the thing Trump said. He didn't say, we want to, how would I put it? He said, Trump deserved 5 more seats, specifically targeting Jasmine Crockett district. Now we know Trump got a hate boner for Jasmine Crockett a little bit.
Yeah.
He hates her. So if he can get rid of her, great. So obviously they are targeted specifically in her district. Now I find this word of deserved quite how would I put it? I'm not perplexed. I'm not confused. I'm side-eyeing it. Like, why do you feel like you deserve 5 more seats? It's not you don't deserve. Who said you get 5 more seats just because you won the presidency? That's not how that shit works.
Not.
Yeah. So for the people that out there that don't realize, the census is every 10 years. That's when redistricting is supposed to occur, right? It's supposed to be, hey, we're supposed to be going along with the shifts of the population, right? They doing this shit
Early.
about 5 years early, because how Roland Martin explained it, pretty much, let's say they do draw it up, they pass it, they get 5 more seats, cool. If the Dems challenge it, by the time they get done challenging it, it's already the next election, or it's already midterms again. That's scary. So that means for possibly 2 to 4 years. Well, doing my math. Yeah, 2 to 4 years, maybe even 5. They can have 5 more members in the House. And it's already being reported the way that shit is looking. California is going to lose seats. New York is going to lose seats. But Florida is going to gain. Texas is going to gain seats. That's why that's another thing too. Florida is also preparing to gerrymander once again their state as well. They actually drew up a map where they eliminated the single majority black district on their fucking map. Now, a couple weeks back, we talked about gerrymandering. You did specifically. You brought it up. And I seen the comments about it. They said, well, Dems do it too. Dems do it too. here's the thing: Democrats ain't doing this shit based on race.
Yeah.
They're doing this shit based on party. I'll give you that. Here you go. You want a cookie? But they not doing this shit on race, because you look at the maps that Texas has drew, that Florida has drew, Louisiana has drew in the last few fucking years. Hey, soon they get up to that Supreme Court. Oh, this shit is racist. You gotta fix this.
Yeah,
I think the last time that Louisiana drew maps, they say, "Yo, this shit is so fucking bad. We're making you give them 2 fucking seats. We need at least 2 majority black districts, at least, if you're gonna do it like this. Cause this shit is horrible."
Yeah.
Like the reason why that some of these districts, the way that they look, is because they be drawing out people's houses and shit. Like, so in Texas, they was asking each member of the House of Representatives, "Hey, where your house at? What's your address?" And by the time they got the match back, they seen where they was targeted at. They drew Yasmin Crockett completely out her fucking district, throwing her into almost a deep red fucking district. That's concerning. Now, here's the kicker, and I love this. So two things has happened. New York and California have threatened and I think Illinois, so 3 states, have threatened to draw maps to the point where Republicans won't even hold a seat. In New York, California, and Illinois. Now, those are big states. I think Illinois gets 11. New York gets a good 12, I think. Possibly. I can't remember. But California's the biggest. They get like 55, 56 people in the House of Representatives. There's a lot of fucking people.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I feel like they need to start playing hardball. Because I promise you, if the roles were reversed, the red states would do that.
Yeah. If they could completely block out Dems, yeah, they would. Now, here's the thing with Kansas City and Missouri as a whole, too. I want to bring up Missouri, because that's where I live at. Missouri used to be a very purple state. Very purple. Back and forth. Like, this used to be one of the states that you had to come to actually run. Right? You actually had a campaign here. You just can't skip Missouri. Like, I remember Obama at least made 2 trips here during his first campaign in 2008. Now, here's the thing with Missouri. The last few years, well, since 2012, we've been getting redder. But also, you gotta look at these maps. They've been shrinking the fuck out of Kansas City in terms of district. If you look on the map, our district, District 5, is small as fuck. So they trying to absorb and pack as many Democrats into one section as they can. Now they want to completely erase it off the map. To where St. Louis County, wherever St. Louis is, they will be the only Democrat heavy county, well, not county, but district on the map. On this side, I gotta say, do y'all really want to do that? I don't think y'all realize how, I'll say, liberal Missouri is. Missouri, surprisingly, is very liberal. I mean, look at this past election cycle. We voted for, putting abortion. You can't ban abortion. Let's put it in the Constitution. Okay, cool. Hey, we want paid sick leave. Those are very left-leaning things.
Yeah. So
with that being said, why do you deserve one more seat in Missouri? Because now you're trying to push out Emmanuel Cleaver. I'm going to let people know that now. Emmanuel Cleaver is very beloved in Kansas City. I don't get. Could I see people trying to run for that 5th district right now? Good fucking luck. And maybe we do need change, but good luck. Too many people love Emmanuel. His name on too much shit. Nigga got a whole learning center just for him. Former pastor, former mayor of KC. I understand he's 80. He's old. but he ain't dying old. That would be my main concern. If he was dying and old, he get out respectfully. But other than that, I don't understand this notion of trying to take. I understand it, but I don't understand why now. If you feel like you're going to be winners midterms, why still seats? And I think that's the biggest question. Do you think Republicans are going to maintain the House and the Senate?
Midterms, no. I think they the which one am I thinking of? I have a feeling that the House, I think they're gonna lose the House. Yeah, like I know we're having all this. I know we're going through the House stuff right now. But I do have a feeling. I do think that even with the gerrymandering, I feel like the House should be straight. Senate.
I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna apply for OSOF campaign, and I seen what they was asking for as a what's the name? It's like, hey, as far as experience, I ain't got enough.
I mean, you could always email and ask for like a internship that's not on the books.
Yeah, well, but at the same time, I think I need to start my name here, work my way around. But at the same time, it's kind of like, all right, damn, it's time to nut up or shut up because let me backtrack a little bit. So the Texas Dems have completely left the state. They broke quorum. The niggas is gone.
Yeah.
All right, they completely broke quorum. Now, I find it funny. The Hot Wheels, the governor.
Oh.
Yeah, I said it. I didn't come up with the nickname. You know who came up with that nickname? Jasmine Crockett. She funny as fuck. So Hot Wheels is mad because the Dems got up and left the state. He been getting on TV complaining, saying they need to lose their seats. They need to be arrested and be forced to do this vote. And issued a warrant for their arrest. Knowing that these motherfuckers are in blue ass states. You're not touching them.
You ain't touching them.
You ain't touching them. And so now he's trying to look into ways as to like, hey, can we remove them from their seats? Good move. I liked it. I heard Jasmine Crockett speak. I would say this now about that young lady. And I mean young because she's like, I think she's maybe 45, 46. Maybe. I could be wrong. But she's like middle 40s. That woman is ready to run. I think, in my opinion,
run for what?
President. I think she's ready. The way that she was speaking during this press conference back in the state Dems, she's ready. Now I don't know if she's gonna win. I don't know if her name is out there enough. I don't know if white people are going to subscribe to her ability to speak because everybody does not like how everybody speaks. But the way that I heard it, that's a president. She's ready. She don't back down for nobody. She takes no shit, and she knows her shit. I think she's more than ready. If not this election cycle, the next time a Democrat is going for the presidency, and we need to pick another one. Because I guarantee you, after this next election cycle, Republicans, y'all not touching that presidency at least for another 8 years.
Yeah,
y'all after this shit, y'all are not touching it for at least for the next. I would say for the next 12 years, to be completely honest, because he's doing such a horrible fucking job.
Did you see what happened in Louisiana recently? It was off topic, but it's definitely gonna affect the vote now. Louisiana is gonna stay red, but it's definitely gonna affect the vote. They just changed our SNAP benefits. You can't buy chips, soda,
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't buy chips. I seen that, and I was like, I wonder how some of these red states who love their Coca-Cola and Coke, they chips.
Let me tell you something. I work at Dollar General, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Niggas gonna be hurt. Niggas already hurt. The niggas are stocking up as we speak. It didn't come to effect yet. I think. I don't know when it comes to effect specifically. Oh yeah, niggas are stocking up. I just had people buy damn near 12 things of Coke. They know.
Yeah.
They know what's coming.
Yeah. Cause I've seen it and I was like, damn. So and my thing is this. I think there should have been a trade away. So on food stamps, everybody, you can't buy hot food. I believe. Hey, I think, okay, let's say you can't buy chips, pop, candy on food stamps. I'm okay with that. I'm fine. You want people to eat healthier, cool. But allow people to buy hot food at the store. As long as it comes from a grocery store. I'm not talking about McDonald's or fucking Wendy's, Popeyes, etc. Chick-fil-A. If it comes from like Walmart, they sell rotisserie chickens. Hey, if it's hot, you can't buy it on food stamps. But I think they should though. That would have been a nice little trade giveaway. Like, we taking away your candy and chips and shit, but you can buy hot food at certain places. I think that's fine. You get to buy real food.
Yeah.
It since it's so much about I want people to eat healthier shit.
Yeah.
I seen that shit earlier. I was like, damn, they really going through with it. But also, it's kind of like, damn, they trying to say they talk kind of fat as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily give up. I don't really care necessarily about it like that too much, but I'm like, it is just like, damn, how do y'all big people gonna be hurt?
Yeah, and we know, especially them white folks that drink Diet Coke at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Man,
that's first of all, that's crazy.
And I hear there's a lot more white people with food stamps than black people. I mean, that's the fact in general, but like in Louisiana, like, there's a lot of white people with food stamps, and a lot of them get like Coke and Dr. Pepper and Pepsi and shit like that. So, have fun.
Not to have fun.
Have fun.
But it goes to show what Republicans are willing to do to, I would say, let's not be nice about it. They are trying to silence black people in terms of voting power.
Yeah.
Because they know black folks really don't rock with us. Well, except for the tidbit, that 8%, that 12%,
the coons.
12%. Yeah, the coons. So it's barely like 20%.
Yeah.
Voting number wise, right? They don't fuck with us. So we got to get rid of these motherfuckers any means possible so they don't get a say so who actually runs the fucking country. Because I'm not going to lie. Didn't Ronald Reagan get away with a fucking landslide? Ronald Reagan I think he got 2. And then Nixon got 1. Like, how the fuck are y'all getting these landslides during this time? Where the fuck were the black people in this equation? Because I'm damn sure I don't see no black people voting for Ronald Reagan. And if they did the first time, okay, you kind of don't. Hey, he's a Hollywood actor. Okay, cool. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what he can do. Oh shit, he putting crack in neighborhoods. Let's get him the fuck out. So it just go to show this. I think, in my personal opinion, this midterm's going to be a bloodbath. They're going to get RAPED down the ballot.
Yeah,
I can see them losing +12, +15 in the House.
I don't think the Dems even got to do too much work. I know we want the Dems to do a lot of work. They don't got to do too much work. All they got to do is do a recap of everything that's been happening up until this point.
That only thing really got to do a recap as what has happened and just keep the pressure on. Just show some type of effort. I guarantee people gonna come out and vote for you. Like I think this midterms coming up are going to be the most voting turnout in terms of like it's gonna blow 2022 completely out the water in terms of voting numbers, in terms of people coming out in midterm elections. It's gonna blow out. Because I think people are fed up, and this nigga needs some type of control, type of change on him to stop some of the shit that he's doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I think education is fucked. Once we hit next year, education will be entirely different. It's gonna be entirely different. That in the economy. Cause you just seen today, he put tariffs on fucking India.
I saw that shit too. I said, "Oh my." Actually, I don't mind it. You know why? I appreciate it.
You know what? I do know why you say that, but it's not her fault.
I don't give a damn. Fuck them. I like that. I saw that. You know what? When I saw that, I had a smile come up on my face. And I was like, damn, I'm smiling right now. Why am I smiling?
Because like I was talking to somebody a few weeks ago, and I was basically telling Mike, hey, because she don't really deal with politics, and I said, hey, I understand. It's like that for me sometimes because it been times on this show I don't even feel like talking about politics, man.
Yeah,
like with the gerrymandering and shit, it kind of has pushed everything back to the back a little bit too, and I kind of find it funny too now thinking about it because Hot Wheels got on TV saying like, well, we trying to get flood relief fund to the people. That's why they need to come back. No, motherfucker. You try to throw that out now? This shit's been going on since July 9th of y'all trying to redraw these fucking maps. We know what y'all trying to do. They trying to make it seem like, oh, the Democrats don't care about you. They don't care that you don't get that flood money. They don't care that you lost your home. No, y'all should have been done this shit. Y'all got that letter from old boy, from Trump. Daddy Trump came calling. Yes, I need 5 more seats to make sure I keep the house. We cannot lose the house. If I lose the house, I won't be able to do what I want to do. And guess what? They're doing exactly what this motherfucker tells them to do. Fucking power bottoms of a state. Yeah. Representatives. Oh, shit. Man, I think this was a good episode.
Yeah.
We hit an hour 10. Anything else for us?
No, man. We just gotta keep we just gotta, I know politics right now is kind of in a it's kind of something where like, we're into, but like, the NFL season is a little more interesting right now because it's less important and less broad. It affects our lives a lot less. So
yeah, it's like I'll explain to the people maybe a little bit. For me, I love politics, but sometimes this shit is a lot. But I also love football, but it is also sometimes a lot. But it's a lot more fun to talk about football than it is to talk about politics because this shit is affecting my daily fucking life to in whatever way, right? Federal, state, local, cool. And I will say, do not give up. Do not tune out. You can take breaks, but don't tune out. Because as soon as you tune out, that apathy is gonna set in, and you're gonna stop just giving a fuck. And we need people to give a fuck, especially when midterms come up November 3rd next year, 2026. We need y'all. We need y'all to come out. We need y'all to come vote. I will say this. In my state of Missouri, I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Last 2 weeks ago, I went to my first ever political meeting with the newly created Midtown Democrats. I enjoyed myself, met some good people there. A lot of people that are running for office and currently in office. And surprisingly, I met the creme de la creme of political advising. The lady, I met her, got a card, sent her my resume and stuff. But I will say this: we need more Black people in these rooms, for sure. Yeah. I was there. I was talking to this guy named Justice. Hold on, let me find his card. I was talking to this guy, Justin Horn, because he is running for Jackson County 1st District at large. And me, he was like, there's not enough Black people in the room. Too many rich white people. We need more minorities to start giving a fuck and start showing up to these meetings and start demanding what we want and what we need. Because it just can't just be me. It just can't be Bryson in Louisiana. It just can't be your grandma. It got to be you too. Yeah. And I've been hearing a lot lately that, oh, young people are the way to win. Okay, but the young people got to come out. Y'all got to start coming out. Y'all got to stop fucking complaining. Yeah, get off the Marvel Rivals. Get the fuck off the Marvel Rivals. Get off the fucking Madden, the GTA, the fucking NBA 2K. And get out here and start doing the work.
Yeah.
And you'll start to see better fucking results. Better people being in office. Being informed. And like I said, I shouldn't go to a Democrat meeting for the rest of the time I go. I should not step in a fucking room and it's less than 7 Black people. It's less than 7 minorities. It's maybe 3 to 4 Black people in the room. And one of them is the organizer, so you're down to maybe 3. That is a problem.
God damn.
that is a problem. It's a room full of fucking white folks. And how I look at it is a room full of white folks making decisions for Black people. We should be allowed to have control of our own destinies at some point. We need to do better. And hopefully, in the upcoming weeks, because we got one coming up August 23rd, hopefully I see more Black people there. Hopefully the word is getting spread around about Midtown Dems and the young Dems starting back up here in Missouri. Great. Let's get some Black people. Let's get some Black folks in these rooms. Start letting these people know what the fuck we want and need. But that's all what I got to say. Thank you for listening to the Gridiron Capital podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
William, appreciate y'all. We will back with the next one.
Peace.
Peace.